Yum, 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 yum. Hello. Hello. I am here. Happy Wednesday. We're through the middle of the week. And I didn't have to cancel or back my stream to another day. Congratulations. You get to hang out with me for a weekend, for the middle of the week. No, I'm just happy that I didn't have to reschedule. Hey, y'all. I'm happy I did not have to reschedule, although next week's schedule is going to be a little flip-flopped around because I have lots of stuff popping up and I'm just like, stop. That is the noise I make when I'm like, God damn, scheduling. But no, happy middle of the week. We got through it all. We will get through it again. And I'm playing Phoenix Wright today because I apparently couldn't stay away and I also couldn't think of anything else. I couldn't think of like any other option. It's just like, you know what? I won't keep the second game waiting too long. I'll just slap Trials and Tribulations all up in there. And that's what I did. Because wait. No, it's Justice for All. That's the second one. Okay. Quick hot. I don't know if this is even a hot take. This is just a personal take. Hello. No, this is not even a hot take. This is a personal take. Why is the third game called Trials and Tribulations? The Justice for All is like the better subtitle for that. Because I got them mixed up when I was going through the game selection. I'm just like, wait, which one's which? Oh. So I am playing Justice for All, the second game, but Trials and Tribulations is the third. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but like in my little brain space, it does not make sense. Okay, it's fine. I'm not gonna harp on that too much. Yeah. Well, it'll be okay. I'm pretty sure you are going to have to deal with me being a not so good voice actress. Just doing your best. I am not a professional. I am just yeah. But no, I will make sure everyone knows this. I am not a professional voice actor. I am just here to play a game and have fun. Although I admit fully that there might be some cases where I stumble a little bit, but I don't think these next ones are going to cause me as much trouble as case 5 of the last game was. I don't want to talk about what happened in the final game. That's fine. Okay, we're good. Then we're golden. But yeah, next week's schedule. I'm gonna explain a little bit about next week. Next week's schedule might be a little funny, but by funny I mean we might not do a Wednesday stream, but that's about it. I'm gonna have to pick and choose what I want to do. This game's easy. I got it. Yeah, but I will fully admit, case 5 of the last game genuinely just kind of like messed me up, and I was very confused. Because there was just like some very vague wording that they used and it didn't click into place at points. But yeah, next week's schedule, nothing really weird happening. Just I'm probably gonna do a stream on a Thursday instead of a Wednesday. We're still gonna keep to the 3 days out of the week because I need to prepare for October, which I need to figure out a game to start us off on the 1st of October, but we'll get there when we get there. Anywho, which means a lot of games are going to be taking some back seats for at least a little while. I think except Persona 5, I might still do Persona 5 like on alternate Saturdays or something, just to kind of like keep the Persona thing going so I don't like accidentally forget where I'm at. The goal of 100%ing Persona 5 is still my goal. But yeah. Next month is spooky month. I'm gonna figure out some games so we can have some fun. I might have to do a little bit less than I anticipated, but that's only because I do have some budgetary things that are popping up, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that works. We'll figure it out. I will figure it out one way or another, come hell or high water. Because I am a sorceress, and even though I procrastinate a lot, I do try my best. And that's all everyone can ask me is trying my best. But yeah, that's. I think that's about it. I think that's about it. I think that's all I have to really talk about. I am a whirlwind of yap, and I'm fearing I will not stop. And it's enough, yes. And it's enough. I will take from my Uma Musume fed brain. Just doing it is enough. I will quote my lovely Haru Urara. Long may she live in our memories. Ah. just doing it is enough. But yeah. I think that's about all I have to really discuss. I might fiddle with a possibility of doing not running, but like doing something D&D related. I might look into something kind of D&D related that we can do next week to kind of like I am a slight D&D dork and I love it. So it's kind of like I will find something D&D like that we can do next week. I don't know if I'm ready to create things that are related to my character yet. Oh, God, I have a hair in my eye. Ah. I might sorry, I'm sorry. I have like a small hair in my eye and it's not going away. Okay. But yeah, I might do something D&D kind of related. I'm gonna do something. I just need to figure out what it is. It's mostly murder. So we do criminal trials, baby. I don't think there's any like civil ones. I think with the exception of maybe one in the last game that came out. But yeah, we there's one theft. Okay. Yeah, there's one theft. And that theft I think is actually in the next one. Yeah, that one, the theft one's in the next one for certain, but like majority is mostly death and moida. Death, moida, everything's good. Sometimes. So we're on Justice for All today? Yes, we are. We are on Justice for All today. Like I said, I completely mixed up the titles when I was looking up the logo for the thumbnail. We are doing Justice for All. I was just doing my lovely little 10 to 15 minute yap fest because I like to give people time to come in and get themselves settled down before we play. And not to mention, I think we're only playing the tutorial case today. So this one might be a relatively short-ish stream because I just kind of want to like we might just do it almost by case basis, although some cases are as we go on the cases are going to get longer, so that'll be like that'll be kind of like split with runtime. Hi, how's it going? It's going good. It's going good. I know I had to like definitely split a few cases the last time between investigation days and trial days because sometimes the investigation took up a lot of the time because some of them actually do get longer. Justice for Lost Turnabout is short, though most cases are like 4 to 5 hours, with the finale case being 8 to 9. Ooh, God! And man, I thought the fifth case was long, which it kind of was, but that was just mostly me needing to like struggle bus and look up guides a little bit. And Lost Turnabout is short, although most cases are 4 to 5 hours, with finale cases being like 8 to 9. Nice. It might want to tack on like a couple of extra hours on there just because I am reading everything. Mostly everything. I'm not gonna like read all the evidence stuff, but yeah. Might want to tack on the streamer tax on there, which is the extra time it takes. Because if anyone's seen me playing Honkai Star Rail, those supposed 6 hour those supposed 6 hour patches take like 10. No walkthrough text. I only use a walkthrough if I am definitely struggling. I'm going to try and do my best to not look them up, but there are like moments where I do need to like peek at something just to like double check my work. But yeah, hang on one second. And just for everyone knows, we are playing on the Steam version. We have got the trilogy on Steam, so let me just switch over to gaming. It looks a little funny. Give me like 2 seconds. Let me just make sure the audio is turned on. Also, long live the Blue Badger. Long live the Blue Badger theme, because that one's gonna be as stuck in my head as the Bakushin song is. Give it a second. There we go. Bum 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 bum. Let me turn down the volume of my headphones here. I wonder how realistic the investigations are. I would not look to this for a lot of realism, because especially when we go to the courtroom, it's like kangaroo court shenanigans. Okay, that's Rise from the Ashes. We don't want to play that. We want to play new game. We want to slip over to Justice for All. I almost forgot for a second that we were playing a trilogy, and I almost like walked right into playing that previous one. Trials and Tribulations is last. Here we go. Boop. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Yes. How did I get into this mess? Sorry, I thought I had not scroll. That's far enough. You cannot run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, it's Judgy. I can't do the accent today. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. What? But I'm just a civil defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Ooh. Ooh, smack dab in the middle. By the way, I probably will not be shouting like that unless I absolutely have to. I thought that was good dramatic effect. Evil Judge isn't real. He can't hurt you. Evil Judge also. That's nice. September 8th, 9:08 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Okay. Sorry, I have to be a little goofy sometimes. I am a content creator after. Well, I call myself a semi-content creator. What kind of Halloween bullshit is this? God, horror ringtone. Spoopy. What a nightmare. I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Is this like a... That is actually not his ringtone. Maybe. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe it is. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Oh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Ba-da-boo. Yeah, his ringtone's actually, like, Phoenix's ringtone's actually a lot nicer. A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Ah, my freaking head. God, though, could you wait, hold up. Fire hydrants are actually like really heavy, by the way. My head's throbbing. Somehow Phoenix came out of this without a concussion. Though I have seen not fire hydrants. Wow, fire extinguishers. There it is. Why did I say? It's like those things are heavy though. But it's like I'm surprised he didn't get a concussion. Depending on the ones, I guess, but I feel like they're kind of heavy. And why does it feel so foggy in there? God, my head is filled with cotton. Am I having a cold? Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. Oh, wait, I should have, like, spaced that out a little bit. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's the fighting spirit? Sorry. Pretty standard for Phoenix. He somehow miraculously survives any and all things. Yep. Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sorta hurts. Roger that. Ow. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? Huh? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said that you would prove me. I'm only 5 minutes into this case and I've already stammered. Yay! Hang on, I actually have my water here. 1 second. I'm gonna actually quick sip. Remember, stay hydrated, folks. You promised me. You said that you would prove that I was not guilty. Wait, what? Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. Her eyes are so cute, though. Also, for those who didn't know, there was actually like a little Easter egg / hint of this lovely lady in a picture of her in Gumshoe's locker. That was like that was like case 5, and yeah, if you look closely enough, there was like a tiny little picture. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. Well, at least you're not as loud as Meekins is. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. Wait, ow. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch the court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... Yeah, that is true. I mean, they could add random foreshadowing like Maggie in Gumshoe's locker. Yeah, that is also very true. What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to just the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Hey, I'm getting kind of animated lately. Woo! I feel like I'm getting kind of the rhythm going. This is how defense attorney treats clients, sir. I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, to be fair though, she was off duty, so thanks. I like I said, I do my best. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, I'm. Oh God. Wait, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Sorry, that was meant to be a gag. I was trying to, I tried to do lemon grab tone. Did not come out very well. I'm being silly. The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? Oh God. Boy, that is hitting the nail right on the head, Feeny. I guess I must have amnesia. God, the very blatant, I must have amnesia. Phoenix is actually pretty well known. He's got some cases under his belt. If you like look at the first game, because the original Ace Attorney was his first actual run through. He's actually gotten like quite a bit of a reputation. We don't talk about the parrot though, or the whale. We don't talk about them. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. I mean, you could think you're a prosecutor, buddy. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. You have some knowledge on this series? Actually, in fairness, I've only played Dual Destinies. I only ever truly played Dual Destinies. The rest of the series I tended to kind of like watch because I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah, but now I'm actually this is my first actual playthrough. But yeah, Dual Destinies is like the only one I've ever fully played through. That's why I know about the whale. That's the only reason I know about the whale. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. I almost called her an irresponsible person. People wanted Athena to get her own game. I think Athena could have. I want Athena to have like more trial presence. I think that's what I want. I don't need her to be like the main, but like giving Athena like a little bit more screen time would be nice. Someone please tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream that I won't be waking up from? Ugh. I think he probably did get maybe a slight concussion. September 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Rabble, 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 rabble. Judgy! It's only been like, it's been a few weeks, Judgy. How you doing? How's the wife? Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Sorry, I was just getting some water. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maggie Bird. Oh God, I forgot you exist! I forgot this man exists! For a brief moment in time, I forgot this man existed! Oh boy, my throat's gonna tear me a new one. Oh God. My throat is going to tear me a new one for this. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Each time I do that, I cough up like a little bit of blood. Not actually, by the way, just to be clear. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? Sadly, he doesn't get roasted as hard in this game as some others. I guess not. Now then, are you ready? I mean... Phoenix. I like the judge is British. I like making him British. I like making him British. I don't know why. It's just like, I love it. Are you ready? So, now then, are you ready? You know what? Go with your gut, Phoenix. Yes! I guess I should say yes for now. Makes sense. All wizards are British. It's so screwed. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a second. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, you must make this trial fair but swift. I was about ready to make a Taylor Swift joke, but I couldn't do it. I was about to say something about a Taylor Swift concert, but I couldn't do it. Because like this game was way before. Damn. I believe I told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? A police murder case? Yes. It wasn't me! Excuse me. Sorry, I lost my voice for a second there. And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Sorry. Okay. I'll stop making the noises. I'll stop making the noise. I promise. I'm just kind of being silly now. I know sometimes the sound does not like appeal to everybody, so it's kind of like one of those moments of like, I'll just stop. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. God damn it. That made me laugh. The one not British Wizards, the one from Stardew. Oh goodness. Gotta get the purples. Good lord. Oh no. I had it. Oh god. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Excuse me. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? I love how it's like sometimes his thoughts are not always like his thoughts. He's actually like speaking out loud sometimes. I need a drink. I love Phoenix so much though. The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. Oh god, I am so dead. I'm so dead. Gumshoe! Witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh god, I cannot do the New Yorker accent. Like, off the cuff. I can't do it. It's like, I wanted to, but like, I can't get the... I want to like do the New Yorker accent, but I can't do it. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down in the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Oh, well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so you know. You work under that detective? Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix, sweetie, honey, darling, I know you're having like a little bit of anime style amnesia, but like, don't shame Gumshoe like that. Don't shame Dick Gumshoe like that. That's just mean. Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he always was watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe! Please describe to us the details of this matter. My voice, the only murder here is going to be in my throat. I guess he's called Winston Payne for a reason. Oh wait, that's not the right one. No, that is Winston. I'm thinking about his brother Gaspin. Think of his brother. Yes, sir. It happened to be at the park near headquarters. Expose Park. Wow, that is quite the park name. Expose Park. We never hear about this park ever again. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. I'm sorry. It took me a second and the name pun hit me. The pun of his name actually hit me like a truck. Dustin Prince. Oh my god. The Welcome to Phoenix Wright, where every name has a pun in it. Most of them anyways. But yeah, that one hit me like a truck. I just sat there for like 2 seconds and I was like, wait, no, the puns are starting early. Winston Payne I'm used to, but like, no, that one hit me like a truck. Ow. Excuse me. Okay, sorry. Back in character. Zephyr. Yeah. He was pushed down from the benches from the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. Ew. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Yes, this autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see, everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented, not unlike last time. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well. The court accepts it as evidence. Crime photo 1. The victim fell from the walking path above. Now then, I recall yesterday's preliminary hearing. A very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Hi, I'm doing good. Thank you. My voice is about ready to die out already because of stinking pain. Wait, hold up. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, you know what? It's just nerves. Oh God, give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. All right, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. The court record? And this is probably, I think, one of the cases where they decided to, after this, correct me if I am wrong, but this is like where they decided to not, no wait, was it after this game? Or was it, or did they keep the tutorials in there? I can't remember. For sequential sequels, did they keep the I don't think they kept the tutorials in there all that much. Like, they made it less, like, obvious with the amnesia bit. I can't remember. They keep them, oh yeah, they do keep the tutorials. They kind of do them as, like, light refreshers. They keep them as, like, light refreshers, but they don't do this amnesia plot twice. That's what I was trying to, I think that's what I was trying to word. I found it. I found the right string of words that I needed to do. They're optional later, though. Ah, okay. Okay, so I wasn't too crazy. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with this case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing tab. Tab, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. I mean, she could. But this game is not about her. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I better check the court record, see what I can find. What was it again? Tab? All right, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? That would be... I have to open these. Found under the victim's body were his glasses. Glasses, clearly. That's simple, Your Honor. A pair of broken glasses. That's right. I'm sure it's all fine and dandy. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses when he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine. I swear, sir. You sure about that? Damn, Phoenix! Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day, I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Dying slowly in the corner. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating about the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from a bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it's clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. But isn't it spelled differently? With this piece of evidence, then the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. But isn't her name, like, spelled differently? This is the picture of the writing, Your Honor. Also, that's way too clean for somebody who snapped his neck, by the way. That is way too clean for somebody who snapped their neck. Usually, if you snap your neck, you're usually donezo. Usually. I am not a medical professional. I do not know. And I have a gnat that's bugging me. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name clearly written here. Too clearly. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it as evidence. Very obvious. Crime photo added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But, I already told you those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Excuse me, my throat is dying now because of, my throat is dying because of Winston. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine, sir?
This is it. I'm counting on you.
Sure, but what am I supposed to, do?
What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witness' faces.
Get in their faces and do what? God.
I guess there's no other way around it. Okay, I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time,
which is technically something they are not supposed to do. But hey, welcome to the Phoenix Wright Kangaroo Court, where people will lie. And it's also going to get a little bit crazier from here on out. After this case, it's no holds barred, we go nuts. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior?
Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember the wrong things.
Like that detective. Yeah, in all reality, lying in the court is actually a crime. But this is a fictional reality. This is a fictional world where we can bend the rules a little bit. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain.
It doesn't matter. Either way, this is bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about a trial by fire, here goes nothing. As long as I can, quote-unquote, expose the lies, we should be all right. Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating about than the glass under the victim's body. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Okay, so he was pushed, fair. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Now, hold up. When did he die? Broken neck. I can't look into this further. Time of death, 9/6 at 6:28 p.m. Also covered in bruises. But though it's like, didn't he? Why can't I not examine this further? That stinks. Hang on, let me check her name. Yep. I don't like to say it, but it's clearly the defense name Maggie, sir. Am I allowed to... Okay, hang on. I'm gonna press him on this one. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. Yeah, her name is spelled incorrectly. This is the picture of it. No matter which way you look at it, it says Maggie. Got a point. Hey, hold on! Huh? Me? I know the picture says Maggie, but... Now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now, please hurry up and present some evidence. So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again. Okay. It's hard to say that she's the culprit. Oh, I hit the wrong... that was Zephyr's mistake. I hit the wrong button. I done diddly hit the wrong button. I was supposed to present the picture. I'm going to present the evidence right back to your fight. Nope. I'm silly. Okay. Tutorial phase. Zephyr screws up once. Okay. I thought it was the picture. My bad. I forgot. This one's where, like, profiles actually do kind of, like, come in handy. Right? There it is. I was like, it was either the picture or was, like, Maggie's profile, but I forgot that we could literally present profiles as evidence now. Like, the last one, really, you didn't get to do the profiles all that much, except when, like, pointing accusations at people. I am rusty. Can you not tell? Phoenix? What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. Muscle memory, baby! What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where's the ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. No. I think someone needs to check their court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What is going on here? What is this kangaroo cult bullshit again? Excuse me. I have no idea either, sir. God, these guys are so dumb. Why? As you can see, the victims did indeed leave a name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie with an EY. This is a blatant contradiction of facts.
Oh, how about that? I hadn't even noticed. Objection! But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly.
Objection! Dude, they were dating. How do you not know how to spell someone's name if they're dating?
May I remind you, it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover.
I'm not gonna repeat that in the same voice because, dear God, man, you really should get your throat checked out.
If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not know her name.
No. Okay, I need another drink, man. There's no voice like Winston voice. He is such a pain. Ayo.
This is very true. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor!
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. If it were a well-known couple in the police force, or they were.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir.
Dustin and Maggie.
Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were talking about marriage.
Man, they move fast.
On the day of the incident, just before the just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me and asked what she should get for him. Like she should. Oh, those two sound like they were close.
Nevertheless, tragedy struck.
Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright.
Dustin and Maggie. What a couple. Or at least they were.
Officer Prince and Officer Bird are going out for half a year. It's not like they were even talking about marriage. If the incident just happened to be his birthday. Gotten him a present.
What kind of present?
You seem to know a lot about the defendant.
Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates.
But even what she was going to give as a present, isn't that going a bit too far?
Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me, so if someone just scratches there.
I really don't need to know that much.
Objection! God. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness!
I agree. Even this witness has a crush on the defendant.
Judge? I'm pretty sure you're... Judge, I'm pretty sure you're kinda, jumping the gun a little bit on that. I'm pretty sure.
That should not be the point of this discussion at this time.
Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have had you arrested. Should have arrested you a long time ago.
I think the good detective is about done here.
Press, keep pressing.
Over 2 months ago?
Yep.
She's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present?
She got him a glove.
A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Excuse me, I lost the accent there for a second.
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see, a baseball glove.
Officer, excuse me, I almost got in the voice there for a second.
Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan.
Baseball glove, Press further.
Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago? Yeah. Are you saying that she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Bet she did. We'll see. A custom made? The glove was custom made. Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Can we stop saying custom made, please?
Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case.
Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to the case?
Of course. I think it is. I'm gonna say yes to everything, cause, you know, it's Phoenix.
I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes! Loving to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great! Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. As if I used to do this to squeeze information from people, even the most tight-lipped people. Even though, you know, Detective Gumshoe's current statements are usually like cut of so full of holes they call it Swiss cheese. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. Boy, that is so bright yellow, I would have actually mistaken that for bananas. Also, I must give, when I see baseball gloves, I'm thinking about a different kind. For me, where I live at, of course, they aren't like sewn together like that. I think this might be more of a, I don't know if this is more of a regional thing or, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I'm thinking about for me, catcher's gloves are, for traditional baseball, for me, is like those single curve, but you can like fit your whole hand inside. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's rather yellow, isn't it?
Baseball glove, birthday present from Maggie to the victim. It was custom made.
Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. A very blinding yellow. I would have actually mistaken for bananas too, to be fair. And that's why you had to special order it?
Yep, that's right. That and one other reason.
This court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
His voice. I'm going to need like a throw lozenge after this. Now, if that is true, it brings up the important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? Again, I like to believe that because of the fall, yes, he technically snapped his neck. So, therefore, he most likely died instantaneously. Especially with that angle, man.
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground.
He's gonna, like, slowly lose his voice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's excuse me. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found out that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on the skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. And that must have been some really rough sand. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical explanation. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor.
Writing on the ground. Yay, Phoenix Wright.
We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Can I press on that? I'm just curious. I like to see some flavor text. So in the end, you couldn't confirm it?
Hey, don't look down on me. Look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal.
Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation.
Ooh, don't tell Emma that.
Ooh, do not tell Emma Sky that. She would have a fit. I've never heard of that before.
Either.
Nor I.
I never heard of anything like that at the police academy, sir.
Okay, so I made it up. Anyway.
Damn, gumshoe. What's my phone buzzing about now? Oh. Hang on. One sec. Okay. Nothing really important, don't worry about it.
Okay. Next, check the victim's pointer finger. Found out there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There was also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we can confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. Nice. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. Didn't you just say you weren't, science? I wonder if the evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listen to this, would you think there was only one conclusion? That the name was definitely written by the victim.
But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, don't you think it would have... Do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present?
His present? What about it? Hang on. Options? Oh, not options. I'm dumb. Custom made. Let's see. Also, there's no real writing here either. Although, to be fair, he did... Gonna keep pressing. So, and you can confirm it. I think I accidentally pressed on this one. Checked it. Okay. I'm gonna press every state because I feel like it. His pointer finger? You know, the one where you're always pointing and waving around people's faces? Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal.
In any case, you examined the index finger, correct?
Yeah, we figured out the... If there's something that should... We figured that there should be something on his finger if they've been writing in the sand. And the results? There was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. Pressing. And what does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write the name with his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there is sand stuck under his nail.
I guess he's right. And there's more. Okay. So scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Could they have also been caused by the fall? Like, where were those scratches? Scratches on his skin? Yep, you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. This is incredible. Sure is. That the power of scientific investigation. Didn't you say you didn't believe in that? They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. Remember the victims wrote with his right hand. There is like very
like, very obvious. My brain is not cooperating. Let's see. Covered in bruises, nearsighted lenses. Area around the victim's hand. I'm assuming because we can't really do anything about the profiles. Okay, my brain is having an aneurysm. What? Let me run that back. Maybe this is one of those where it's like you have to press on everything. I'm just double checking my handiwork because sometimes they do trick you into that. Like, can you really determine the handwriting based on a sample written in sand? That's why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point.
Agreed, Your Honor. So what was the result of the investigation?
Okay. So, the fact that they were showing his hand... Mother... Oh wait, they're saying it in bold letters. I'm a dummy. I'm not reading it properly. Right hand. But she wants us to present the present, I believe, on that particular statement. There it is. Okay. I had a moment. I was just like, my brain literally stopped for 2 seconds. I forgot that Maggie literally had the red word written there. Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what's special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. That's about it. Yes, it's really yellow as it is for a safety rule. But that's only one of its qualities. Uh-huh. There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It is very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right! This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I've never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name again with? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from the picture it was his... Wait a sec. You forget that when you're left-handed, you technically can't write with your right hand unless you're ambidextrous. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Objection! I object! Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There is only one conclusion that can be drawn. The left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Again, unless he was ambidextrous. He could write with both. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Also, that writing was way too nicely done for a dying person. Order, order. When you think about it that way, then yes. It's not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Again, it's also really, really well written. He had to have been alive for at least, like, unless that was his actual handwriting, it's like that guy was probably like alive for a solid few minutes before he passed. Then that means Maggie is... No! It's not possible! Mr. Payne!
Yes, Your Honor!
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No! right! You did it, Mr. Wright. Whew. I feel like I can finally breathe again.
It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir.
See? You got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir.
Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I don't have much money in my pocket, but I might as well. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant Maggie Bird.
No! Not yet! I mean, yes, please give me a few minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? You have never screamed this loudly before. Actually, yes, you have.
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? My throat. Look, luckily we only have to deal with Payne for like one stream, and then we don't have to hear from him again for at least a few weeks. Several weeks, actually. And what did this witness, witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? Just get through this one stream with Payne, Zephyr. That's all you gotta do. Order in the court. I believe a recess is an order. Afterward, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling this was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only gonna get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess.
To be continued today.
We're gonna do in the save data number 2 slot. There we go. That's better. We'll save that in slot number 2.
September 8th, 11:43 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 1.
Amnesia? I can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. How did you even get it?
Well, it was easier to tell you now than to tell you later at the end of the trial, where I can't remember squat.
Why didn't you tell me, sir?
I tried to, kind of. I'm sorry, I didn't mention it to you. I could have tried, but I didn't.
Oh, I know what to do. I heard you can fix something like this with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need.
No. I think I'll pass on that one.
Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems.
Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. Well, we're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you can fill me in on a few things?
Hi. Of course. I'd be honored to. Well, I guess we'll start with my name and then I can tell you more about me.
It's fine. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. What a weird name. This is serious. You really don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back and maybe it'll help.
This is a business card?
I got it from you. It's my most prized possession. I can borrow it. You can borrow it from now, but please give it back, okay?
Okay, there's some numbers written on the back.
Oh, that's your cell phone number.
Phoenix Wright business card. It's my business card. I hand wrote my cell phone number on the back. I guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. Boy, you only lasted talking about yourself for like 5 minutes, Phoenix.
This case?
Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know?
What can I tell you? I can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, but...
Cell phone?
Yeah. Your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir.
Hurry up and tell me, this might be very important.
Hey. Okay, Roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin.
I want to say that's like Castle Transylvania, or this is just like a typical Dracula theme. Sorry.
All of a sudden, the phone began to ring.
Thank you, Maggie, for silencing that phone. Much appreciated.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did.
So, where is the phone you found now?
I gave it to you yesterday.
Huh? To me? Is that phone in my pocket? You mean this?
Do you think it has anything to do with the murder?
I don't really know, but if my eyes lit up... Oh boy. Ooby? Ooby screaming? Ooby screaming in the middle of the court of law? Court building. Brain frazzled. District court building. There it is. Ah! You were here all along. Oh. Wait. She's back. She's back. She's back. She's back. She's back. Oh my god. It's the goober.
You're so mean. I called you 1,000,000 times, but you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left.
Hey, Maya, guess what? I can do it too now.
Who the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too.
Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you, Maya.
I have changed the tone now.
So, how's it going? Is there ever a word for worse than abysmal? Oh? And what if I said that everything will be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra decisive, super important evidence. Here you are, Nick. This is the thing you wanted me to bring.
Huh? Oh, thanks. What the heck is this? A list?
has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it.
It was kind of tough, but I managed to dig up some dirt.
Thank you.
It looks like these guys are up to no good.
No good? As in...
There's a group of con artists the police is currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group.
A list of unfamiliar names and phone numbers. Members of a con artist's group? Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this?
Don't look at me.
And where'd you get this list from in the first place?
What? Don't you remember, Nick? You were the one who asked me to look this up yesterday.
Oh, is that right?
These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found.
So that's what they were from.
You're awfully forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be as forgetful a prune like you. Actually, Mr. Wright is...
Mr. Wright, recess is over. Get off the monkey bars. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately.
Oh, whoops. I guess you have to get going. We can talk about this, about you being old later, Nick. Wish us luck.
I guess I have all the pieces now. More or less. All that's left is to put it all together. I'm not going to lose this. I can't. Even if I don't remember anything.
Come on, Nick. Better get a move on.
Yeah. Right. Sure. Total confidence. Total confidence. We'll be fine.
That is Maya. Our lovely little friend from the first game. We love Maya. Maya is essentially our assistant.
September 8th, 11:54 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2.
Oh, hey, Maya.
Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. Before I do, if I may say a few words before the sorceress's throat gives out.
1 second, I do need a drink. I need to drink water so regularly when I do these things. And what is it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked the court might be a little lenient on.
There is no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the next witness. A drifter who is taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
God, he actually looks really good for this game.
Please state your name for the court witness.
Oh, before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, all right, go ahead.
God, he is also such a narcissist. Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk?
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. No. Now you tinted the court's eyes, then colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me what the... Top grade quality, you understand? I'm merely, buddy, pal, I can't read that fast.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I will be more careful from now on.
I did not expect it to auto-scroll. What is this windy old bag all over again?
What is he? A human chatterbox?
I have to question him? Fashion, cars, women, glasses, and of course, university. First rates only need to apply.
Buddy, you sound no worried like an advertisement.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses.
That's enough. Your name, witness.
Oh, tisk. Oh, is that what you want? Is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down? I see how you work now.
God, buddy, you were really ahead of your time.
You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong.
I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh, man. Oh, I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I could tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, a drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted to, you could call me a university student in transit.
Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were taking a strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am no way a...
How did I not know how to pronounce that word?
prepubescent boy out on a walk with a mummy. If you must know, I'm...
Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw during your walk through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk. You know you. What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington.
He does not have a pun, surprisingly. What I saw that day.
Oh, I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of a pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer.
Sus.
That was certainly a decisive testimony.
Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm?
It's strange. My mind is calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client?
You mean Maggie?
Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing.
That this guy is lying!
You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright.
Hey, Phoenix is getting that little fire under his tushy about it.
I'll find out the truth, no matter how well you craft your lies.
Phoenix's fire has been lit.
What I saw that day. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Listen to me talk. I don't remember all the time though. Well, it was 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without second thought, the charming young lady. I remember her sweet face, the pretty defendant there. The only thing I saw was the banana.
Banana, you say? I'm like blatantly curious. I think I present with these. That was no banana. That was the baseball glove. Objection! That was no banana bunch.
Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you know about the bananas too? Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't you think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me? And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? Baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? It tastes like fine leather. That's not... No! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden? Objection! Your Honor, it's very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas. No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people. Yes, I know you know what I mean. There's a bit of possibilities. Sure, in the end, we find out the fact that the gloves are viewed from afar. I don't... Blah. And that's why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 2200. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing glasses today, then? Oh, right, because isn't I don't need glasses myself, but isn't like 20/200 actually a bit bad? Isn't the idea that for like perfect vision you're supposed to have like 20/20? That's because I lost them recently, you see? Of course I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so I had to replace them. How about when you witnessed the crime, you were wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man. You're a... She was courageous, but it didn't do it. Burn, blah. Which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman in the scene of the crime was not... of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be the same by this witness. Ew. Dude, don't do that with your scarf. It's bad for you. But the height difference was only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path. Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a perfect person's life is at stake. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony. Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 when I made the call. Buddy, you are suspicious. They must have had a lot of free time to get their free time on their hands if they showed up within 10 minutes. Yeah, he is like definitely. So the person was on the upper path you saw and then ran away. Yes, that's correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. A superior brain like yours, buddy. That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. What happens next? Apparently, her path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. Hang on. Autopsy, he was dead at... Time of death, he was dead at 6:28 p.m. But if he was already reported dead... Hang on. I'm gonna press him for that real quick. If he was already dead... If he was declared dead at 6:28, would that have been... How do you know what time it was? The detective told me. You know which one I mean. The one with the jacket and that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey, pal, I graduated from a pretty good
I mean, top-ranked college.
I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken when I called. And if I'm wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time.
What? Why you? You're just some lousy kid who... I think the court can see your point. Anyway, did the police respond?
This is Phoenix Wright. We are on game number 2 of the trilogy. We are on Justice for All. 6:45 when I made the call, but why that late? Hang on, I want to fiddle through the evidence real quick. Why were you 6:28? Oh, there's literally a check button here. Hang on. There's a discrepancy there. Why does that say 7? I don't know if that's gonna count. But it's like, if he was 6:45, but it was 7 o'clock when the pictures were taken. Hmm. 6:45, that means they got there. Hi, Bubba. Ow! Why am I being bonked? 17 minutes after his time of death. Hmm. I feel like... Does one need a reason? Technically, no. I guess when you're a member and you can have the power of the Book of Bonk no matter what. I guess we'll press them on this one. Why were they there in like 10 minutes? So there was a police on the scene by 7 p.m. There we go. And they got there before that, I think. There usually aren't that many people in that area that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over, gawking. It certainly says something about the morals of the police in this country. Can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Why don't you take one more look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should. Okay. Let me scroll through the evidence again. Never showed. Wait, how could he know? Well, he was told the time, technically. Hang on, let me double back. Hold up. Girl ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the... I'm gonna start tapping on these because I feel like this is definitely one of those press and goes. She ran away just like that? Yeah, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. God, you are such an ass. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did give me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away that instant, she saw you. How could you tell it was my client? Oh!
The witness has already answered that question. He's already stated that the defendant is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record. Dude, how can I get more information out of him? Ooh. Pressing. Immediately called the police. Do you know what time that was? Immediately? As in immediately. I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that was the duty of a very good citizen, of every good citizen. Or did they not teach that in your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call police in college? Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Hmm? Hey, yo. Okay. Yeah, wait. I think it is right, because wait, if he was immediately dead... Think about it this way. If he was immediately dead, why did it take him 15 minutes to make the phone call? Why did it take him 15 minutes if the death was reported for 6:28? Okay, I'm gonna present the autopsy report. I might be wrong and I might be stupid, but there we go. Nailed it. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. Hence why it's like if he said 6:40, that's where it was. Because I knew there was something about that court record that was itching at the back of my brain, and I guess it's just late in the evening and my brain is not fully operational. Watch me fly through case 1 and actually manage to get through it just fine. According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. And so what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place, which means you wouldn't go at 6:45 to call the police. However, the time you called the police, it was already 6:45. Why did it take you 15 minutes? There's clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I'm surprised I actually got that time correctly for 15 minutes. Hey! Excuse me. I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during that 15-minute gap. Ugh.
Objection! The witness is in shock at the time after witnessing such a terrible murder. It's only to be expected he would be a little dazed.
Brother, he seemed perfectly capable.
Objection!
15 minutes is hardly what you would call a little dazed. Mr. Wellington. God, that 15-minute thing makes... Oh, boy. I remember watching BoJack Horseman. This is a weird tangent, but I do remember watching BoJack Horseman, and there was, like, a particular, episode, and it said it took him, like, 15 minutes to make a certain phone call. I'm not gonna do it in case, like, it's spoilers for anybody. But yeah, that 15-minute phone call can mean a lot. Or that 15 minutes before phoning is definitely, like, a huge thing.
Yes.
Excuse me. Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Gotcha. I got your ass. Answer the question. Telephone, I mean... Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. There's literally a phone booth 6 feet in front of you. Brother, there was a phone booth 6 feet in front of you in the photo. Phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You with your questions as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. I remember there was literally a phone booth sitting right there. Witness! I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it? Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Well, with how you were prostrating or peacocking yourself earlier, yeah. Oh, he's going again. He's off again. Plain people, blah, blah, blah. Enough! Oh, man, oh, man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone that Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. Do your thing, Phoenix. Let me take a drink real quick. I gotta drink water. Remember to hydrate, everybody. This is your local Zephyr sorcerer speaking. Make sure you hydrate. Do not dehydrate. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now?
What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my cell phone. I'll have you know. See? Here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought that maybe just this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have his cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for his phone booth. There was literally a phone booth right in front of him. Apparently, he cannot see the 2 feet in front of him. Oh well, it was probably like 6 feet. Well, that's the gist of it. You guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Yeah, there is something. Your Honor, this witness testimony does not make any sense. It stinks. Like, Zephyr had it for a second there. It was like a type of it was the, I'm making too many references. Yeah. Oh, it's raining. I think. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. It started raining outside. I like listening to rain. I like listening to rain when I'm outside, when I'm inside my house. Blue cheese. I was going to, there's like a type of cheese in Miraculous Ladybug that I cannot remember what the name of it was. It was a very fancy, very stinky cheese. They start with an A. Anyway. A blue cheese is a close one. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you?
Objection! You can't just make outrageous claims like that! Do you have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present the proof that the witness had no need to search for the public phone booth. That would be this one right here. Buddy, Numbskull, there was literally a phone booth sitting right there. You could have literally gone to that.
Take that!
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. You know, for someone with amnesia, he's doing very well for, you know, muscle memory and all that jazz. The crime scene photo.
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with this with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you. No! It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Prestigious school couldn't even look 6 feet in front of him. Order.
Reporting the crime a little late proof for the defense.
The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, that is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness?
Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back.
But why would he kill somebody for just, you know, picking up the phone? But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there was no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway.
But if he wasn't looking for a cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else?
Was he? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Do you have any thoughts that you would like to share with the court? Share with the class, Mr. Wright? Share with the class? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? maybe it's... I think I have an idea. There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. I probably shouldn't have said that there was only one possibility. Please present the court one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? Nearsighted glasses. Wait, nearsight... He couldn't see it. Was he looking for his glasses because he couldn't see it? Just a con artist, business card, phone number. Found under the victim's body, pieces of nearsighted... Ah, this is... Maybe this is what he was looking for? Because he couldn't see. He couldn't see because he couldn't see? Maybe? Glasses have been really quiet. There it is. Those glasses have been sitting in my inventory. I mean, it's a 2000s phone. Not much you can do with it. This is true. Could you imagine what would happen if they decided to start like upgrading to like actual smartphones in the Phoenix Wright universe? That would actually be very interesting to see them actually move up to smartphones. Mr. Wellington. What? Don't do that. You almost give me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Aren't they? Where did you find... Get... I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. Hook, line, and sinker. The man took the bait. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Mm-hmm. Order, order. Now wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer to the question is quite clear. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses, and the culprit knew he had to find his glasses and search frantically for them. What he didn't realize that they were already under the victim's body. And that's why it took him 15 minutes to make that call. Nearsighted lenses, you need to wear those, otherwise you can't see like the 6 feet in front of you. I would say as someone who has not had to wear glasses. I just know that long-sighted people can like see for like a certain amount of distances. But nearsighteds like definitely need like glasses. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness that is the real murderer? I love how the defense needs to nail the point home in every way to get penalized for saying the wrong thing, and the prosecution get away with lying and falsifying evidence with no penalty. This is true. The poor... Well, you know, you kind of got to go with the game logic a little bit, you know. I mean, sometimes if you look at it this way, the prosecution can get penalized. They just don't get penalized like I do as the protagonist. Or as the Phoenix as the protagonist. But it is funny how that works. Of course. That is precisely what I'm doing. I know I'm right. He's the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone is the key to this case after all. Anyway, now's our chances to deep six this guy. Deep six? Okay, pardon me, I'm probably really dumb, but I do not know what deep six means. I'm assuming it's like corner or something along that line, but I don't know what the actual definition is. I'll sink him in with one shot.
Yeah. This is so exciting watching you work again.
Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. This is like his corner. Yeah, I'm not listening to this properly. I'm not really huge on this cornered theme. It's been a while since I played this, but I know they changed quite a bit. Dialogue changed quite a bit. I see. Order, order.
Objection! Your Honor! The defense is making a mockery of his court! Without any solid ground to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer!
Yeah, that's right.
Pardon me, I'm getting a little squeaky.
I'm no criminal. This third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why? That's easy. For example, there's the name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like that can read that, right? Even like you can read that, right? Yeah. I stumbled on the words. But we already know it was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and the victim is left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would a person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know Miss Bird before this trial. Oh, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? Yeah, there was. Because of a phone call. Maybe best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present its case? How would this witness know the defendant's name? The cell phone. Ta-doom. Mr. Wellington, you didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try and find it by calling it? Why how did you? Dude, you are literally just showing yourself the door. My bro, you are literally just like allowing yourself for this to happen. You are the one who's slipping.
Objection! These questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there's some relation between the witness's cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Ew. Okay. Beep.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
It's yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back.
I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
Yeah, thank God that sound is royalty free. Watch as I probably get like a copyright notice after this stream and be like, yeah, sorry, you can't have it on there. Like, oh. That was when you learned her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake.
Fatal mistake. My client's name is Maggie with the EY, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie with the IE. It was the mistake. This was a mistake that could only occur if you knew how her name sounded. Order, order.
But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
Your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Can you explain the motive this witness could have had? It's very simple, Your Honor.
Are you sure, Nick?
If I said I can't offer an explanation, then the trial's over, right? No, he's not. He's the prosecution.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, but welcome to the Phoenix Wright Kangaroo Court. It's fun. Okay, prove the witness had a motive. Throw it on the... Ooh, maybe these? Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list. These phone numbers are pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. And we have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course. This list is phone numbers that was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to the people who are members of a certain con artists group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people, just the cops. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. Think you, any of you, know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
This is unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't it obvious? The witness is a member of that group. Clearly. It's all coming together. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group. No! All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That's why you had to kill. Yep, but welcome to the normal. This is, yeah, but like I said, welcome to the Phoenix Wright Court. This is like suspension of disbelief on this one. That's why you had to kill. No, this is too much. I can't get the exaggeration in the voice today. My throat's starting to hurt from pain. Like P-A-Y-N-E. This does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, could you care to explain? I got you now, son of a bitch. The police officer.
Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness!
You said that already, though. You said the exact same line only a few seconds ago.
Please! Please, let's think about the content of the phone call.
Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I give this back.
defendant already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Miss Bird and get his phone back.
Oh.
Why then would he need to kill anyone?
That is a valid point. What does the defense think about this? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense.
Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box.
Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone. Why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? It's more of like a someone than a something. Because Maggie was dressed normally. Think about Dustin was still dressed as a policeman. He literally got off shift. He didn't change his clothes. I'm gonna present this is probably wrong. Take that! My memory is not flawed. I do not have a flawed memory. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over, so he didn't change his uniform. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. Oh. Hook and ding dong, and the Wicked Witch is dead. The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible that they'd already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic, is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking.
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive. Now that for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence. Evidence! This guy's really creeping me out. All you've been doing is waiting around talking about is that suspicious cell phone. Suspicious phone number this. Suspicious con group that. They're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence. You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier. This phone, the phone I lost, I've already found it. You don't have even the slightest idea the phone in your hand belongs to. But you can be sure that it isn't mine, you simpleton. What? Oh, it feels good to see you squirm. God, my throat's gonna die on me. I'm making him sound like a mega maniacal maniac. It's fun. We do have a problem in our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor. This is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. This cell phone... There has to be something I've overlooked. There's got to be. Maybe. The phone stored numbers. This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor.
I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What are we trying to determine is whose phone that belongs to? Who cares what phone numbers are stored on it? Besides, who knows? Maybe they went and added some of those numbers in yourself. Ooh. The witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defense's proposal. Ugh. Circles back to being his arrogant, annoying self again. Cell phone. Okay, fingerprints maybe? I've got it. We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. Nick, don't you remember? You got that from Maggie. You wiped it off. You wiped it off.
Oh, shit. He wiped the prints off the phone.
I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... wiped it? I wiped it? Pretty thoroughly, too.
Oh.
It's oh so much fun watching a third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. At least made a complete recovery. How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. It must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. Got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington? What's this? By the tone of your voice, sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? I can't do the voice anymore. Oh, you're too much fun. Of course you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember.
I mean, we're technically getting both.
Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it.
Surprise!
So that's when. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've worked so hard to get this far, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. I know this phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright, if you cannot prove who the owner of the cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where did I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. Oh, if that'll be all, I'll bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at the ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go at that?
Raise an objection. Do your thing, Phoenix.
Please wait, Your Honor. All right. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything.
Objection! This cross-examination is already ended. And besides, the defense is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions. Almost called it insane questions. Whoops.
You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. I only get one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over for your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period has ended.
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright. This is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Man, we can't prove that, but we can prove that the phone he has is ours. If I am correct, it is this because this is like our only opportunity because like we may not be able to prove that we may be able to prove it that this phone in our hand might not be his, but we can also prove that the phone in the witness's hand is ours. Take that! Please be right. Oh, thank God, I'm correct. Why, thank you. How nice. Here, please have one of mine. Oh God, the traditional Japanese exchanging of business cards. I love that. I think that's actually like really polite. It's such a business. It was such a business acumen, but I think it's like very well known in Japan too. Yeah, please have one of mine. Judge's business card. It's written in fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Oof. You know, I feel that for people who cannot read cursive handwriting, because I like legitimately write a lot of my stuff in cursive handwriting. So it's like it feels like no one else can read it except me. Wait, what am I doing? This is not the time to be discussing business cards. Whoops. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the... Hold up. Let me read that. Do you say you scrolled it on the back? Yes. The back of the card. Oh my God, he's like, I'm sorry, I have an anxiety attack. Like, wait. This card is important because of what's on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but... That's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? The court is still in session. It's okay. You'll see. Okay, if you say so. Is the defense preparing for something, Mr. Wright? We're going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to do. La 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 la, I love that. We love the Steel Samurai theme. What? Why is my phone? What is this stupid sounding ringtone? Beep. That ringtone is beautiful. We love the Steel Samurai ringtone. Mr. Wellington. How strange. It's almost... I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. Your... No, 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 no. I can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further, except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Oh, oh, buddy, halt. Oh, ooh. He blundered literally everything. He's not even good enough to be a bootleg. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with this con artist group, he has become paranoid and lost all ability to make rational judgments. Then, Mr. Wright, this phone you're holding is Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Man, what a waste of such a good, like, royalty-free theme song to be on a 2-bit tutorial character. They could have used that for anybody else, but they had to use that for, like, a poor 2-bit, tutorial character. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Now then, the court finds the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird, not guilty. Woo-hoo! Confetti! That is all. Court is adjourned. Woo! We did it! We finally got the tutorial, and honestly, that took a little bit longer than I anticipated. The streamer tax is a real tax. September 28th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. I knew that the real you would eventually shine through. I knew that the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? That can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. She fell from the 9th floor at 6 months old and lived. The girl is a protagonist all of her own. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster, and I never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. Man, she would really need an Absol at that point. That is, pretty bad. Up until I went to college, all I've known was I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seemed to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. That's right, you were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently, too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and before I knew it, we were having a dinner at my house. I mean, hey, give the lady some dinner, I guess. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering for one of my night shifts. Wasn't it also a birthday present? Girl, everything is all my fault. Dustin's death, your head being all messed up. Well, I think my head isn't... I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm going to find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name. You bet. I'm gonna make it. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. You know what? Small steps, I guess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Totally. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Yay. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too.
Off she goes. Oh, what a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy.
But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office.
I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So this might sound bad, but who are you?
What? I thought you said you got your memory back.
Classic Phoenix. At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. The judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. Yeah, he is. This is very true. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. Oh, thank God, I don't have to do his voice. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaking me for someone else. And this girl, Maya?
You finally remembered?
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories with her. For example,
Earth Nick, what's wrong? You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you missed me.
oh, well, yeah, I suppose I have. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together.
All right, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning.
Come on, Nick. Let's go to the usual burger joint.
Okay, okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. Aww. And that story began on one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. The Lost Turnabout. The end. New episode has been added. Saving content. Do not turn off the game. Save your progress? Yes. And just like that, we are coming up on 2.5 hours. And yeah, poor Pain though. Pain is never remembered except for being that pain in the ass. But yes, I am going to leave you guys here for the day because we've actually run this for 2.5 hours, which is a shock. But then again, streamer tax. I felt like that tutorial took a little bit longer than usual. But yeah, my voice is about ready to die from 3 a.m. Steep. But nice to have you here. You're welcome. Nice to have you around. Nice to have some new peoples around. But yes, I'm going to call it here for the day. You guys have a great next couple of days. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm never very good at my voice acting, but I'm glad. Yeah, you did. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up here. You guys have a great rest of your day or evening or morning. And I will catch you all on Saturday when we continue to play Persona 5 Royal to aim for that 100% that we are working hard on. We are about like 1/18 of the way there. I keep moving the goalpost of how early we are. But yeah. I'll see you guys for Persona 5 on Saturday. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm gonna bounce before I completely forget. Yeah, you guys have a rest of your good rest of your time. I will see you on Saturday, and bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye 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 bye. Objection! Okay, I'm serious now.
Bye-bye.